The Second Teacher, The Life of Al-Farabi. Abu Nasr Muhammad al-Farabi was one of the most brilliant thinkers of the Islamic Golden Age. He was born around the year 870 CE in Transoxiana, a region in Central Asia that is now part of modern Kazakhstan. Though often poor, his childhood was rich with curiosity. He grew up speaking several languages, including Persian and Turkish, but he soon knew he needed to travel to find the deepest sources of wisdom. To find the greatest knowledge, Al-Farabi knew he must journey to the heart of the Abbasid Caliphate, the great city of Baghdad. This was a long, difficult journey across deserts and mountain passes. Baghdad was the global center of scholarship, home to the House of Wisdom, Beit al-Hikmah, where texts from all ages and cultures were translated and studied. Upon arriving in Baghdad, Al-Farabi dedicated himself completely to learning. He studied grammar, science, and the Arabic language intensely. Crucially, he learned from the renowned Christian scholar Yahya ibn Adi, who specialized in the difficult field of logic. Al-Farabi spent years mastering the works of the ancient Greeks, which were being translated into Arabic. Al-Farabi's true passion lay in philosophy, especially the works of Aristotle. Aristotle's logic was very complex, but Al-Farabi studied it repeatedly until he understood every nuance. He wrote detailed commentaries on Aristotle's books, correcting mistakes that even others before him had missed. His understanding of logic soon made him famous among scholars. Al-Farabi was not only a philosopher, he was a true polymath, someone who excelled in many fields. He was also a master of music theory, mathematics, and astronomy. He wrote one of the most important books on music ever produced, the Kitab al-Musika al-Kabir, the Great Book of Music, where he explained the math and physics behind musical harmony. Al-Farabi worked to combine the philosophies of two ancient Greek masters, Plato and Aristotle. Plato focused on the ideal state and morality, while Aristotle focused on science and logic. Al-Farabi believed that by combining their ideas, one could reach the perfect understanding of how the world worked and how a society should be governed. Due to his extraordinary mastery of logic and his detailed commentaries on Aristotle, Al-Farabi earned the distinguished title Al-Mu'allim al-Thani, which means the second teacher. Aristotle was always considered the first teacher. This title showed the high respect scholars had for Al-Farabi's genius in classifying and making sense of all knowledge. As political stability in Baghdad began to decrease, Al-Farabi traveled north and settled in Aleppo, in modern-day Syria. There, he was welcomed by the Hamdanid ruler, Amir Saif al-Dawla. Amir Saif was a great patron of the arts and learning, and he appreciated Al-Farabi's simple, humble lifestyle despite his profound wisdom. During his time under this patronage, Al-Farabi wrote his most famous political work, Al-Madina al-Fadila, the Virtuous City. This book outlined the model for the perfect, moral society. He argued that just as the human body works together for health, a city must be led by a knowledgeable ruler, a philosopher king, who ensures every citizen contributes to the common good. Al-Farabi passed away around 950 CE, leaving behind a massive body of work. His influence was immense. Later great philosophers like Avicenna and Averroes relied heavily on Al-Farabi's understanding of Aristotle. His writings were translated into Latin and helped shape philosophy and science when they reached Europe centuries later, truly making him a bridge between ancient Greek thought and the modern world.